The King of Fighters 15, Team Orochi. In the midst of a seemingly endless expanse of darkness appears the cracks of a deep fissure. It grows with frightening speed. The gap in the middle widens with a low groan, and beyond shines a universe of innumerable blinking lights. Though the sight resembles a galaxy, there is something altogether otherworldly about it. The space through the gap feels so close as to be separated by the thinnest of membranes, but at the same time, like it is an eternity away. The very moment the trio notice a presence from beyond, countless hands suddenly erupt from the cosmic crevice. A torrent of hands floods into the darkness, swallowing up the three who had been drifting in that empty space. Something cracks, and with a rumble, Yashiro Nanakase, Shermie, and Chris are thrown onto familiar soil. Several days later, the three enjoy a pleasant afternoon in the corner of a cafe, blending in seamlessly with the other customers. That spectacle can't have been a mere coincidence. Someone out there must have caused it. Chris reaches out for his juice on the table, eyes glued to his smartphone. Right? It was too real to be a dream. Didn't feel as if someone revived us on purpose, though. Not a member of the Orochi clan at the very least. Yashiro answers through mouthfuls of his sandwich, while Shermie takes out a freshly purchased magazine and spreads it on the table. Chris lets the straw fall from his lips and returns his glass to its coaster before continuing. It was just a moment, but I sensed a very bizarre power. If you told me it was Gaia's will of another planet or something, I would be inclined to believe it. Yashiro halts mid-bite, sandwich in hand. He looks over at Chris absent-mindedly fiddling with his phone. Sensing Yashiro's gaze, Chris returns it with a glance. You may be right. Still, who gives a crap who they are? If they're useful, we'll use them. That's all there is to it. We did get this invitation after all. A devil-may-care grin spreads across Yashiro's face as he waves a letter affixed with a gorgeous seal. Chris can't help but smile in response. Simple-minded as always, still you have a point. As the two of them return to their smartphone and sandwich, Shermie lets out a soft gasp over her magazine. What's this? She turns the magazine to face her companions and points to one of the pages. Say, you two, take a look at this. Those hands we saw, don't they look like what this kid has? The article Shermie excitedly indicates is a feature on the King of Fighters tournament. Printed on the page is a photo from the previous tournament which depicts a boy controlling large phantasmagoric hands. His name's Shunei. Not the greatest shot, but he's a cutie for sure. Shermie dreamily places a hand on her cheek, which causes Chris and Yashiro to exchange glances before taking a look for themselves. The image is indeed a bit blurry, as if it was taken from a distance. Yashiro furrows his brow. Yeah, I guess they look similar, but this photo's kinda crappy. That just means we'll have to see for ourselves at the tourney, doesn't it? Shermie pulls the magazine back, the smile never leaving her face. Right you are, one more thing to look forward to. Yashiro pops what is left of his sandwich into his mouth and reaches for his iced coffee. Chris also goes for his drink, only to find nothing but ice clinking inside. He turns and calls out to the staff. Excuse me. While keeping the approaching waiter in the corner of her eye, Shermie fixates on the magazine article, thumbing page after page eagerly. Surrounded by the gentle afternoon air and monotonous music playing in the cafe, Yashiro yawns, then leans over and gives the table a light slap. This startles a couple of high school girls at the neighboring table, though they soon turn back to their own conversation. Right, so about that new song. At these words, Shermie closes her magazine and Chris sets his phone down on the table. Oh, that's right. Sorry we got a bit off track. Can't wait for our revival concert. We better whip up something fun. The trio then sink back into their normal routine. Not a single person gives their conversation a second thought. Not the chatty high school girls next to them. Not the office worker reading a newspaper across the way. And not even the staff drowsily making the rounds in the cafe. Indeed, none of them could have ever imagined that this eccentric group of friends belonged to the very Orochi clan that desires the extinction of the human race. The King of Fighters 15 stories will return. See you next time.